straw picking. I'll sing you a story, tell you a song. I'll sing you a story, tell you a song.
I came in here in March of 2000 for the first time. No, not the first time, but a former student of mine and I had just created the Center for Texas Music History at Texas State in the fall of '99. And Kent Finley, owner and operator of Cheatham Street, hosted a fundraiser here for our new center. And he had a mini Kerrville folk festival here. And I got to talking to Kent that night, and he told me I need to come down here on some Wednesday night, because that's the heart and soul of Cheatham Street, was on Wednesday night, Songwriter Circle.
Whenever I was like first trying to get into the music scene and trying to like dip my toes in and see what it was all about, I started doing some research. And one of my favorite artists that I've always listened to is Randy Rogers. And I was listening to a interview that he was doing on YouTube one time, and he mentioned Cheatham Street. I hear you got to start here, and how they have like this songwriter circle every Wednesday night. And I was like, wow, I wonder if they still do that. And so I got online, I looked it up, and I ended up just calling down at Cheatham Street one day, and Sterling Finlay answers the phone, and I talked to him for a moment. He was like, yeah, we still do it every Wednesday night, just come on down whenever. And I was like, sweet, I'll be there next week.
And so I came out here and just hung out on Wednesday nights and listened to songwriters do their thing. And I was impressed right away. I mean, it was just the way Kent conducted this like church on Wednesday nights, with all kinds of reverence and respect for the writers who get on stage. And I've seen him throw people out of here on Wednesday nights just for talking. He'll say, you can shoot pool, you can make be as loud as you want. Any other night of the week, come in here and dance, but not Wednesday nights. It's sacred, it's for writers. And so I was impressed with the way he did that, and just listening to people sing their stories.
Dethrone the evil that rules the people. Loyal like a pack of hungry hounds. I started writing, actually my dad's a musician, and I wrote, he was teaching me about chord structure, and so I wrote my first song when I was like 5 or 6 years old. It was a goofy song to go with like a 1-4-5 progression, and ironically the name of the song was Rockin' Midget. It was weird concept, but it's something that you come up as a kid. But I grew up around music, and then I probably wrote my first real song when I was 15. I enlisted in the Army in 2000, March 22nd, 2000. I shipped off for boot camp, basic training. And I did 11 years of service, 3 combat tours to Iraq, and saw the world.
I moved here in 2005 to Austin, in fact, from Nashville, where I grew up, and grew up in a songwriting family around 1 million songwriters and great musicians, and every single aspect of the business, just legendary folks. And we always knew about Cheatham Street down there as well, but then I moved to Austin about '05 and played here off and on kind of over the years. But then in, I think about 2011, I wanted to start this program called Soldier Songs and Voices, as a nonprofit, to be able to offer free songwriting lessons and free musical instruments to armed forces vets. And for some reason, I decided I wanted to do these in music venues, somewhere that would be conducive to the creative environment, somewhere that would be more social, and they could interact with the songwriting community as well in that way. So even though I was still living in Austin at the time, the very first person I thought of that would get this wild idea was Kent Finley. And so came down here and met with him, and he went, well, yeah, I mean, that's why we have the Cheatham Street Music Foundation. That's why this place exists, of course. That's a great idea.
When a veteran gets out of the military, especially after serving combat time, you're still running on that mindset of needing a mission. So that energy will be directed in whatever way you're going. And if that is in a bad way, in a negative way, that veteran is going to pour all of him or herself into whatever that is. And so veterans also, we crave camaraderie. And I was able to find camaraderie and purpose.
Anybody that's ever written a song or played at any length can tell you how much, just how good it is for them. And especially with trauma victims, there's an outlet to it. There's a way to be able to capture this stuff, where then they're taking the power back. This doesn't have the power over them anymore. They got it in this neat little package, this song, that then they can go, okay, here's what has been going on. Here's what, what's bouncing around inside of me. But then they can always put it back in and set it aside. The introduction of music breeds sort of a better way of life in general as well.
Your first time going to Cheatham Street, you're like, okay, I got to put on a good show for these people because they're here to listen to this stuff. And then over time, you start to get a little more comfortable, and it becomes less about you making a really good performance, and it becomes more about you sharing what you have to say.
Just the act of writing and performing a song is especially great, but you need to have the right kind of space to do it, and the right kind of people to be able to introduce these things to. And this place can provide that. It has been providing it for going on, 35 years? So yeah, it's a safe place to be able to come and to be able to share your new songs.
I'll sing about love that went wrong. As long as you're listening, I'll keep on picking. I'll sing you a story. I'll tell you a song. As long as you're listening, I'll keep on picking. I'll sing you a story. I'll tell you a song.